Next month, California will relaunch a popular program that gives affordable loans to first-time home buyers. But this time, the state is tightening the requirements for applicants. The California Dream for All program rolled out last spring on a first-come, first-served basis, and there was huge demand. In less than 2 weeks, that program used up its entire $300 million budget. Just over 2,000 applicants received no interest, no monthly payment loans to help with the down payment on a home. Joining us now to talk more about what will change with the program this time around, Eric Johnson, a spokesperson for the California Housing Finance Agency. Eric, thank you for the time. We appreciate it. Let's start first with how things will differ for applicants this go around. As opposed to it being a first-come, first-served basis situation, this time the state will be choosing applicants by lottery. And there are some other changes we want to put up on the screen as well. The other change is that along with having applicants be first-time home buyers themselves, we also understand that their parents cannot have owned a home either. Can you talk about the reasoning behind these new requirements?
Sure. We wanted to make sure that these funds are distributed fairly and equitably. As you said, the first come, first serve aspect, it's not fair and equitable. So what we're doing is we're having a lottery system this time. We're asking people to work with one of our approved lenders, get your credit score, get your debts all squared away, and you've got a month and a half to apply for the program. Anywhere between April 3rd and April 29th, you can submit your voucher application. The first generation home buyer requirement is a new one that the legislature told us to implement for this round. Again, from a fair and equity standpoint, what that means is that at least one person on the loan cannot have owned a home in the past 7 years. Also, that their parents don't own a home. And so much of the inequity in California is caused by inequity in home ownership. Being able to own a home and pass on that generational wealth to the next generation is really a foundation of making it so that a family is able to accumulate wealth. And this program is designed to kickstart it among people who may not have had that opportunity to either inherit a home from their parents or take advantage of wealth that they got from selling a parent's home.
Yeah, this certainly makes a lot of sense. Is there anything that has changed in terms of the income limits for applicants this time around?
Yes, income limits are slightly lower, but they're still pretty generous. In Alameda County, for instance, the income limit is $234,000. In Sonoma County, it's $202,000. So in all the counties in the Bay Area, it's still very, very doable from an income side.
All right, I want to put up on the screen here to sort of lay out what it is that if you are fortunate enough to win this lottery here and you qualify as an applicant for the Dream for All program, what this would mean for you. Applicants can receive $150,000 or up to that amount for a home, for a down payment on a home, or 20% of the purchase price, whichever is less. And these loans are interest-free. There's no payments that have to be made until the home is either resold or refinanced here. Talk about what happens when a Dream for All loan eventually comes due. What do borrowers owe the state? How does it all work?
Well, this is a unique program. It's never been tried at this scale in the United States. It's a shared appreciation program. So when you sell or refinance the house, in addition to paying back the amount of the initial loan, you also pay back a share of the appreciation in the home's value, up to 20% of that. And then we use that money to fund the next round of home buyers. So a quick example, say you buy a home for $500,000 and sell it for $600,000. You'd get a loan of 20% of that $500,000, and then you'd have to pay back that $100,000 plus 20% of the appreciation of the home. So you end up paying back $120,000. That's instead of charging interest on the loan or having monthly payments on that second loan. You will still have monthly payments on the first mortgage of the home.
All right. Well, I know it's going to be an incredibly popular program here the second time around. Thank you for laying out some of the new requirements here with the California for All home financing program here. Eric Johnson is with the California Housing Finance Agency. And we should point out here that online portal to apply for this loan program opens up in the first week of April. Eric, we appreciate the time. Thank you for doing it.
Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.